Oh, mellow. It be Wednesday. Yes. Such Wednesday. Such tiringness. And aye Iraqi. Welcome. I'll still say welcome anyway, but yes. Hello, hello. Oh, the day was like normal-ish. And then there was like waiting. It was tiring. Very, not exactly like a busy day, just the last, or there was a segment within a few, towards the end of the shift where it's just like, I don't know, people just seemed to stop working apparently, so I just ended up like getting annoyed and doing everything. But yeah, I laid down for a bit, and then it was time to stream. I'd be doing well. Also, I'm not pulling a sad face, because I bit my gum the other day, and it's still being awkward. Played the game, relaxed. Yay! Nice, nice. What did you play? And yay that people can use games to, well, for many things. Ah, I see, I see. I think most people are tired half the time. I feel like in this day and age it's almost a given that we're all just kind of tired. I've not played any of the One Piece games, although Odyssey looked fun. One Piece Odyssey. I think it was called that. That looked fun. hopefully, yeah, you're able to get some good relaxation. But yeah, it's one of those days where the Wednesday feels like the Friday because of how tiring things end up being. Waiting for Pirate Warriors 5. I played 4 today, but it takes a bit after the Egghead Hawk is animated, so maybe 2026 or 27. I see. The Endless One Piece. Spam can be annoying. And thank you for the headpat spam. Yeah, very rarely do I get spam. Like, it does happen, but few and far between. It probably helps that I don't use my phone much. Googly moogly. Great googly moogly. Aha, I can make him move very easily. Hello. Yes. No problem. Are you a birthday boy today? I think I'll always refer to people as birthday boys and birthday girls when it's their birthday now. Oh, well, happy birthday. Hope you end up having a good day, or have been having a good day. A good old nap. I was the same when I got home. I was like, I need to at least lay down for a bit, as I feel tired. I don't have a plate. But yeah, always good naps. swear this has changed. Where is this? Which one is this? It looks like it's changed, but I guess it hasn't. That's weird. Oh. Holy, holding the stand of this thing because it's aluminium, I think. Or is it? I doubt it's titanium. That would be so expensive. It's really cold either way when I hold on to it. Good lord. It's like the kind of thing where your hand ends up, or at least currently, my hand feels so warm that holding on to this thing feels so cold that it's not like you'd burn yourself, but it gives that weird sensation in like areas of the hand. But yes, now we get to relax. Yay. Even if it's for a short time, it's nice to be able to relax. Makes it feel like it's my Thursday rather than a Wednesday. I smell cooked things. Such cooked things. was like when Art Graders came out, I joked on the Saturday, because that's also one of my days where I do ASMR. It was quite funny. Oh, such watch streak. Yeah, it appears when it wants to appear, I feel. But hello. It appears when it wants to. Yeah. My Wednesday turned into, it might as well have been a Friday. Just, it was okay, and then I couldn't do some stuff for a bit, so it was like waiting. So I go do other things. But like, there was just like an hour as it got towards the end of my shift. And I don't know why, it's like everyone just became stupid. And I just ended up dealing with everything for like an hour. I was just like, what is wrong with people? Why can they suddenly not deal with anything? So I just dealt with it all, and it made me tired. I was gonna say something, and I forgot. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, how I joked about on the Saturday. Vapor! Thank you. She is always glorious. I look so sleepy. Yeah, it's been a busy, stressful segment of a day. Oh, I can show the whole of it. Hang on. I think it's with that on, and I don't have a thing to show the whole thing straight away. Or there you go. That's what the whole thing looks like. Tomorrow will just be... I'll be dead anyway because it's a Thursday, so as long as I'm either slightly more energetic than today or semi the same tomorrow, that's fine. Thank you. It is very nice. People like different things, so I'm glad there's a bit of something for everybody. I have an itchy ear. Oh. But it's all good. More energy was used than it needed to be. But yeah, there's a mixture in this of holes of wornness, thigh grip, belly button, small little details. Oh yes, I can technically take the thingy off because I wasn't able to show it before. Let me grab my notepad because I forget the prompts. Okay, that's what it was. My fingers are not that long. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, I have a deck. It just decided that it doesn't want to work anymore. because my current deck has, when I first started out with things, so everything else preemptively, or that I set up ages ago, works, but I can't get onto the program to edit it anymore. And I've tried uninstalling, I've tried reinstalling, and it just doesn't want to start up the program so I can edit the thing, you know, to actually use the deck. So, but yes, look, I can show the satchel now. Look at the satchel. Don't mind everything else. Look, it looks nice. It looks leathery and stuff. I like it. It is nice. But yes, glory days. It's fine. Oh god, that is too far. I can't hit those two. Hang on. Put that back on. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it as if thingy. Hang on. Let's zoom in all the way. Zoom. Zoom. That's about as far as I can go. We have my booch. My booty boots. Which I can actually remove. We have the holes I was mentioning of wear and tear with the sort of nice little pattern. Zell, hello. I swear I keep alternating names, but that's fine. I'm showing for those that have not seen. Oh, I didn't realize I had like scuff marks everywhere. Oh, I have scuff marks. Who knew? Yeah, burn holes and yeah, just been through things as you do with battles. I always go with different names with people, but I feel like as a whole of a name, it's not too bad. You have a curtain with a hole just like that. Yeah, spot on then. Good stuff, as you should. Then we've got the nice hand details of my arm guards. I like these things. I like those things. It can kind of... I do this with some of my stuff. It can keep the hand warm, because you can usually pull it further. Then you've got Fuji's favourite thing of a thigh. And I just like the satchels, honestly. It doesn't matter about how much it grips. I just like having little, like... I always like the look of this, especially in games, with having things that, you know, for storage, where it visibly shows it. So stuff like this on the thigh and the side, that would be on the front hip. And then on the back would be like something more on where your tailbone would have been, kind of thing. Then we've got sort of a mix of leather and such with the belly button. Yes, little pouches. I do like them. I enjoy them. A nice sort of pinkish pattern on the like jacket arm, which I like. It's nice. It's a small thing, but nice. Hey, yes, it is a nice corset. I was looking at like corsets and well, a great variety of corsets actually. They vary a lot, but yay for belly button and the such, which is always nice. Technically I'm allowed, because I can talk about the jacket. It's like a half jacket, which you can see because it's, well, yeah, it sort of cups around but not fully. But I like it, it's nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, new hairstyle as well. My side ponytail. So, little curly strands for the down side bits, which is humorous considering if you think of my male half. I generally have side bits anyway. Not curled, but I have side bits. So and not this long either, but they're there. Oh yeah, it's nice. And let me, what's the button? It's one of you lot. Is it you? That'll do. Technically I can alternate between my hairstyles as well, which gives a different look. My brain's having a moment. Was it this one? Yeah. Yay. Yay, my memory. So I can switch to my other hair, so my long hair, which gives a very different feel, which is nice compared to my side ponytail. So yeah, it is very nice. I showed it off on Halloween. It was to help. It is nice. It's one of those things of where I was probably able to, like, because of going through the process of having it done, I was obviously seeing it a lot, and I was like, this is really okay. But it's different when I actually start using it on stream for some reason. It is nice. I know the keywords you're not really supposed to use, especially when it comes to, I often get told with when you're complimenting a female, you're generally not supposed to say, oh, it's nice. Apparently, for some reason. But half the time I do. Even though I know I'm not supposed to. Yeah, I know. But nice is nice to me. Like, it's nice. I think because it can be such an everyday word that you can easily hear. For most people, yes. I just don't like picking up things and being like, oh yes, it looks super amazing, like it really brings out, I don't know, like that colour from the shorts or what have you, like I can be constructive in how I do it, just yeah. I'm fine saying nice. It'll never help me, but you know, I can say good instead. That is true. I think when it comes to that, or someone's like asking how something looks, I think I tend to respond with that, usually, like, oh, it looks good, or oh, it suits you. And then I'll usually mention something that I end up liking, whether it has like a nice little like nice little details on it or something, or patterns or good colours. The side ponytail, yeah, it's nice. Someone was like, it remembered them of Neru, and I was like, blimey, that's a girl I haven't heard of in donkey's years. Because she's to do with Volkloid. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she is, because I always see her in the games. Because hers was a side ponytail. She had... Imagine, basically, like how Hatsune Miku looks, but then chop off one half of the hair, make her like yellowy blonde, and make her attire, like the tie and stuff, yellow. And generally that's, I think, Neru. But my side ponytail, obviously keeps consistency with the fact that I have long hair, so it goes all the way down to my leg. Yeah, you can see it. I'll hide my tails, hang on. Be gone, tails. See? It goes all the way down. Don't mind my other tail. But yeah, it goes all the way down. Or rather, that's the tail that stays. But nice long ass ponytail. Can you tell I like long hair? But short hair is nice as well. There are days where I'm like, you know what, I fancy short hair. It does enter my mind now and again. But I do like long hair. I don't know why. It just it looks cool a lot of the time. Aye. Just had to find my other things. There we go. The semi-soft. The semi-soft would have been you. Okay. But yeah, that was the whole of it. Yeah, the jacket can stay there. It's fine. Like a lot of long hair, but you can't stand on yourself. So you have short hair, but you found clip-on extensions. Nice. With an exact colour of your hair. Oh, very nice then. I'm glad. Because I know it can be like awkward finding extensions that like properly match your hair. So that's good. Nice. It looks very realistic. People can't tell it's extensions. Extensions. There we go. That's good. Nice. But now I know. I'm glad though. That means you get to enjoy both worlds, but not have to deal with maintaining the really long hair. Because I know, obviously not personally, but I know that it can be ridiculously hard to look after the long hair. to enjoy the best of both worlds. Yeah. To be fair, that's how I end up going with FF14 with my characters. Like, I love my male Lala to bits. He's the most glorious midget you'll ever have. And he's super cute. But sometimes I like to have a change up and, you know, have more of a body to appreciate the clothing. But don't get me wrong, there is good fashion for the male Lala, which people don't realise, I feel. Because I've got some nice outfits for my male Lala, but sometimes I just feel like having a more fuller body, like, you know, an actual lengthy body. So, ironically, my go-to ended up being a dragon lady. I know she seems more prim and proper, but I like the body frame. A bouncy body? Not necessarily. I'm not too fussed with a woman's chest, to be fair. I know my model has a really large chest, but I'm not too fussed with that. Like a normal, as long as it looks normal to the body and not like somehow excessively so, although I know that can happen as well. I mean just in terms of like length of arms, having legs, because obviously Lalafels don't really have legs, and yeah, just like a normal torso. Bun Boy is good as well. I like Bun Boy. It was quite humorous. The first time I was a Bun Boy, and in the decade of playing, it was the first time someone complimented how I looked on that game. It's a bit hard to get compliments for your looks when you're a Lalafell. That is true. I didn't even have people calling me cute. I was like, oh, okay. Like, people see male Lala and think, oh, they must have lost a bet or something. It feels that way. Like, a lot of people, as a joke, because usually, you know, maybe they be the Dragon Man or just any of the other races, and as a joke, people will go and be a Lalafell. And yeah, you'll just see a random male Lala. Obviously that's not the case for every male Lala, but usually people go for the female because they're like, oh, cute. But personally, I kind of either I've gotten very used to the female, but I prefer the male. His cheeks look chubbier. Maybe it's the hairstyle, I don't know. Well, it was a mixture of the brushes and stuff, but yeah, these were the semi-soft ones. The foundation brush still feels soft. I like soft things. Probably hanging in the queer side of Twitch too much. That's fine. Anytime. There's always... But it's amazing how just simply altering the height of a top changes, like, a look. Because my first outfit is higher, so it doesn't look too crazy. But then with this one it's a bit lower, so it shows more, and they look way bigger. And then obviously there's the way it, you know, it gets held anyway, so yeah. It looks fine. Besides, I can cover them up anyway. Where is it? I can just have that on. There you go. It's covered. I am covered. It's all good. Oh, good point. I haven't put it anywhere, no. I'm a bit cautious with putting anything with my character, which I suppose doesn't help things. But I wouldn't even know what one to put on. Do I put one... Would I put one on as the original artwork, or would it be of the live 2D? Because they're different. Then again, if I'm so cautious, I could technically, not that it really helps, but I could put it in the Discord somewhere. Maybe. I'm just skeptical of putting it on Twitter. Then again, I suppose Discord's not any different. Maybe just whack out there and I don't actually understand how people make the art tags. Like does sub-channels get made or something for someone's thing? Squintin' screenshot. Ah, okay. I sort of... It's ongoing with my one... Did I even put a fan art thing? I don't even think I did. Did I even put an art thing? Oh, I did. I did! I put an art thing. Amazing. I'm still getting used to the Discord thingy. And trying to even remotely understand the community. It's not really something I've really ever bothered in, so... And my nature tends to be very laid back, I guess, with those sorts of things. Ironically, the like reference sheet that was made for this outfit, all they did was take the original reference sheet they did for me and sort of paste in the new look of this one, which, well, wasn't that great just because one of the shots is of my old, well, the original model anyway, and I'm like, well, that's not very good. I think I'd be better off just zooming in as much as I can and taking shots. That's probably the better way, honestly. Oh, that. I kept trying to set up a thing for links to work, and it never bloody worked. Like, I don't know why. More. But yeah, give me a second. Don't mind that I use strange commands. It's what I call Discord. But it'd be there. But I can end up whacking it in the art section. I'll do it after stream and I'll do the screenshots myself because the reference sheet's a bit, well, I call it a reference sheet. All it is just them taking shots of my model anyway. But I can actually have the original reference in there and then just take shots of this one with different things on and off, and then full shot and all the malarkey. Maybe I'll take a screenshot on the bigger monitor. That way it'll be bigger resolution. Although it'd be an odd resolution, but yes. Thank you. Such a hiccup. I feel like if I were to have had like a rain atmosphere background on, I'd probably just be nodding off. Just having a drink. And I had like some Mao-am sweets, but they were like Halloween versions, so they're a bit sour. Hello. Welcome in. And I ended up checking the VOD yesterday to make sure it wasn't horribly loud, like it kinda was for me. No, it wasn't, not at all. And it wasn't like over blaring. Don't know why I went with over blaring. I don't even think that's a word, but overbearing on my voice either. So I was like, oh okay, it's actually a lot quieter than I thought. So it worked. Then I played a little bit of Grand Blue Rising. I was still trying to decide who to pick, like, who I want to play. But, I think it's like a mix. I like, Charlotte. Or Charlotte, but it is Charlotte. Because, of course, reminds me of Lalafels. But, She's really nice. She's fun to use. And then I think it was Vera. Vera is nice. That was my good fun yesterday. With the brief time I had. There was also, there's like a sheep lady who's very pretty, but she's not my playstyle. It's a very unique way of fighting because she attacks with sheep, kind of, and it's interesting, but yeah, not my kind of style. But she's like one of the favorites, which is understandable when you see her. Imagine, oh yeah, that I ended up saying it and then didn't say it. I got towards like the end of saying it and I didn't state it. How, like I joked saying, oh, wouldn't it be amusing to play Arc Raiders with ASMR? Because it has like very good sound, like sound design. No, it's... Oh, I hate those things. They set dogs off so much. They're not fireworks, they're like crackers. Oh, I suppose it's dark enough. Oh. Don't yell at him. There's no reason to yell at him. Hang on. It is. It literally stopped and then nothing. But it is indeed Guy Fawkes Day. I'll be back in a second. It's winding up the little one. He's not used to fireworks. Be right back. Papa. I return. Hey, Brand. I was sorting out my young doggo. Thank you, Fuji. Yeah. I grabbed him and then held him for a bit, and then he laid on my lap while I just petted him. So he is a tiny bit calmer. As for demon old doggo, doesn't care. He's old, so he's used to it, and I don't even know how much he can hear anymore. So he doesn't care. He's like, oh, okay, and he's just like resting. He just wants to rest. Relatable. And I like that the music it plays, like when you ask like, oh, play some music for dogs, and the thing it goes for is like classical music, and I'm like, yes, good stuff. Food is slowly cooking though. It's meant to be a sausage casserole today. So yeah, I'm sure in the next half hour I'll be like, oh, I'm hungry. Mmm. Fresh sausages as well. Well, as fresh as they can be, so. I usually enjoy it. It's amazing though. I look outside, it already looks like night time already. It's like not even 5:30 here yet, and it looks like night. Yay. I feel like hiding. Oh my word. I keep getting to the story and then not finishing it every time. Sweet mercy. The Arc Raiders ASMR. Because I joked about it. Someone actually did it. I don't know, I was going through videos on YouTube, and then eventually it popped up like Arc Raiders ASMR, and I'm like, I was like, how does that work? I mean, without the gunfire and maybe just having the ambience and going around places like when you're running around, and then the robots and such, like, yeah. Heck, even distant fire of battle would sound good. Anything can be ASMR. I hope he's feeling a bit better. Although you do need to break a fever. So I hope it doesn't take too long to break his fever. But hopefully, like, he's sweating buckets, because that's the best thing with a fever usually, is that it's sweating it all out. So that means your body's doing something. Just yeah, has to keep the liquids up, not get dehydrated while it's sweating everything out. And then when you start feeling better again, bathe, whether it be a shower or a bath. And then turn my tails on. I don't know how I didn't clock on to that. I mean, if I remained like this, I guess most would probably be like, where's my tail? It's okay. Well, at least I noticed. There you go. I was like, why am I this zoomed out if, you know, what's it? Technically I could zoom in more. I've just kind of always gone for this distance because I like to see some of the background at least, personally, but you know. I'm also very bright. I really should dim myself. But instead I'm just gonna make myself brighter. I'll work on dimming myself. At least slightly. Well, that could go away. There you go. Where is Thingy? There is Thingy. No, not that. I want this. There we go. Huzzah! wanted to just have Rising on in the background. Because, you know, it's very calming to have a fighting game in the background, even at low volumes. More. Hear it. Welcome in 69. I really should make note of what people's things are. I mean, the total's going up. I can't remember if the individual is. It should be. I swear someone else was at 69. At least I hope so. No, it's not. But you'll come around to the number eventually again, in time. Plus, different numbers mean different things to different people. Like I like the number 39 because it sounds like thank you when you say it in Japanese, because it's like sankyu or kyo, sankyo. Thursday. I ain't there yet. It's my Wednesday. Yes. It is Wednesday. I haven't gotten through the Thursday yet. But it is, it's been tiring, and which is the usual, I suppose, but I had like an hour of stress when I was at work, so it's made me more tired. Yes. Yeah, you've only... I say you've only... It's probably more of the morning. No, not the morning. The other one. It is the morning. I was thinking further in the morning. But you've only just entered the early morning. Yeah, it's only 5:30 for me. 5:30. I know, I keep debating whether or not to have a yawn thing, but I don't think many would remember. Because when I thought about it, I was like, I pretty much yawned several times. Well, plenty of times, like when I do ASMR, because it's usually when I'm tired anyway. Midweek makes sense because Wednesday's my limit for working, and then it's just tiredness on Thursday, and Saturday is where I actually have some rest. The reason I don't do it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is because, for some odd reason, and I think it's just because I get happy that it's a Friday, I don't necessarily feel the tiredness or like push past it, because I just get energy at the fact that, you know, it's Friday. I'm like, yes, Friday, energy, searching, I can do things. Especially when it was the Halloween thingy. 1, because it was the first time doing something for Halloween. 2, because of the outfit. And then playing what I find a funny game. Yeah. I just had so much energy. It was like a mega boost. Even you're skipping a day now, Red. Not yet. But pretty much, yeah, that's what it's like when it hits Friday. In a way, being sleepy helps. I don't know, people can pick up on the tiredness and the sleepiness and be like, I say, you know, when you yawn and your eyes get watery, it's like I finally managed to not have them water, and then I yawn again, and so it brings it back. It's like, no, please stop it. Free eye drops. In a way, yes. It is good to keep the eyes hydrated, after all. Really want to start that fighting game. I want to show the art and the characters, but I just have to wait. Because I do plan to play that. It has a story mode. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. I just end up calling it Grand Blue, or yeah, Grand Blue versus. Oh wait, I can't say versus because that was the previous one. Grand Blue Rising. Because I thought, considering I usually stay away from fighting games because I'm not very good at them, and I have like the least amount of patience with when it comes to fighting games, because it's a very small time frame to learn things unless you go into the training mode and spend time there. Really nice artwork though. But I do have Fantasy Relink as well, which is the RPG, which is also good. I remember when they first showed that game, and what was it? I'm pretty sure it was back on the PS3 that they showed things initially, or maybe it was the PS4, but they showed it and it was like, oh, that looks cool, and then there was like nothing for a really long time, and then they're like, by the way, we're just going to put it on the PS5 and obviously PC, and I was like, yes. Awesome. Took them a while. I hope it sold enough for them, because it was a good game. Very grindy though, which is apparently the nature of Grand Blue, but... Purple? Purple? Okay. I think I remember you saying going through the colours. Purple. 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 Kinda sounds a bit nicer when you whisper it. Purple. Purple. But this isn't a whisper, so... Purple. Imagine saying it weirdly. Purple. Who on earth would say purple like that? You know how, like, some people when they're kids, instead of saying yellow because you struggle with the Y's, you end up saying lello. So you don't say yellow because you can't say it, you struggle with the yell part, so you end up just saying lello. You chop off the Y and the E apparently, you just go lello. Lello. Anyway, sorry, that wasn't what you asked for. Purple. 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 Yeah, lello. Because as a kid, it's really hard to say yellow for some reason. So for a time you'll just hear like lello. 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 Purple. 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 These are very odd words, even though they're just colours, but still. Such purple. Oh yeah, because I have played Relink. Because eventually I'll get around to playing that. Like, I played Charlotte, obviously, because she's glorious. She spins like a crazy person. She's literally like a Beyblade. Just spins and zooms off everywhere. It's great. Is there a Deem for Word Whisper? Should be. I know some people have used a whisper. Let me check. like how it's in alphabetical order, so technically I should just look at the bottom. Oh, okay. It would be the Whisper name. Maybe that's why. It's not like Whisper word, it's the name. That's probably why. That probably makes sense though. I guess with the trigger word you can end up just saying if you end up wanting it whispered. Toby! Hello! Hello, hello. It goes well. It was a tiring and stressful day, but it's ended. The Lello. Don't mind Lello. It's the wrong way of saying yellow, anyway. How are you doing, Toby? How was your rest? Did you have a nice one? Yeah, praise be it ended. It felt like a Friday. Very tempted to put that on there. But it's not too long till Stranger of Paradise is done, I think. I think I might get that done by Friday. Toby the Toby. Toby the Toby. You know when cards have like a doppelganger card, like it's meant to be exactly the same, but it's clearly not. That's what your alternative card would be, I feel, Toby. Like you have you, and then you'll have Toby the Toby. And your sleep was good. Sounds like it was pouring rain outside there, so you don't want to leave your room. A rainy day potentially then. Good old rain. Your alter ego is Tobit. Tobit. Or Toppit. Depends how you break it up, or where you break it up from. We have Tobit, we have Tobbit. What else? That's all my brain can come up with for now. Two-bit. You wouldn't be able to see much with two pixels. 2-bit pixels. Ironically, I can make myself pixelated. It kind of looks cool when you sort of stay relatively high. Obviously with these things. And it doesn't look too bad. But you can put yourself all the way down to like, you know, low bits, and it just looks like a bunch of blocks. I'll see if I can find it. Hang on. Where was it? Yeah, in a sense. I just need to remember where it was. Oh, it might be this one. Yes. Well, prepare for pixels. Pixels! Look at how pixely I am. If you go to 600, I feel I look like I'm on a Game Boy screen. Because I need to set the colours. What's fry? Oh my god, never mind. I ain't gonna touch that. Fry will destroy things. But I can lower the... So... if you go by what most Minecraft maps use, it's like 64, isn't it? So... This is 64 bits. This is Minecraft. This is Minecraft. But remember, they can go even lower to 32-bit, which is there. That's 32-bit, which obviously is a grotesque mass of horror. So, pretty much like a Fletch monster, or were you saying a flesh monster? I'll go with Fletch. 128 is this. Like, there's details there. You can make out some things. But, yeah. And then 256. I'm going up in terms of how, like, RAM did back in the day. So you had 128, 256, and then 512. Why are we in 144p? Because I decided to mess around with the pixel thingy, and you can make yourself look like you're in Minecraft. Yes, experimenting. Hello, sardines. I look like I'm wearing crank that thing to 8K. The model's in 8K, to be fair. But, what's 512 anyway? That's 512, which is getting there. Make it 16. That's just so much resources needed for the PC. 600 is the max I can go for the pixel thingy. But yeah, that's the pixel thing. It's fun. Good old fun times. What was I forget what some of these are. Is 16K a thing? What with the pixel thing? No, it'd be a bit strange for pixels to have an anti-aliasing thing. And 16K is probably a thing somewhere, but it wouldn't be feasible. It depends on the use of it. If it's imagery, yes. If it's anything to do with video and stuff, no. Oh yeah, there was another one. The text thingies. I always call it a scary, but I know it's not called a scary. It's the things where you can make yourself look like the things. Like so. You know when you see people do a bunch of characters to try and make something look like a character, but really when you zoom in, it's just like, you know, ats and things. So space boob. What was this? Oh, that. But yeah, Sky is always fun. I know that's not how it's pronounced. I just call it that because its proper name never stays in my head. I need my things. There we go. Hey Ishmael, whack 'em in. It gives a cool hue. Ironically, you can set the hue color. Yeah. 16k would be awkward to run, to be honest. But I'm doing well, Ishmael. Busy and crazy day at points, but I did okay. Still waiting for the day that CCTV camera to hit 480. Oh, thank you for the headbuds. That sounds pretty crazy. Yeah, it's a restful day. I feel like the head pat lasts a decent amount of time. The googly eyes, I'm not sure whether it's meant to be longer. I hope you're doing well though. Oh, need to sit up though. I've been crouched for a while on my bum. What, the Ascari thing was cursed, Toby? Because it's quite ironic that people can make art of characters with those sorts of things. Yeah, nowadays you can get like... You can easily get like full HD and even like beyond if you wanted to. Obviously it costs a bit more, but yeah. Some air cuppies. Aye aye. cuppies. Yeah, the higher quality you go, the more storage you need, but it's gonna fill up fairly quickly, even if you give it good storage. That's why most of them just record over after it gets full. But of course, if you're having stuff point, depends on what you're using the CCTV for. If it's pointing outward, and you know, it's all these things that connects to apps or whatever to look into, you know, to view what's going on, if you have that sort, then that's kind of fine. But if you're ever having anything point inward towards your own stuff, always set up your own network. Because safety, privacy. You don't want someone else potentially having that kind of stuff. If you are, for whatever reason, going to set up an internal bunch. Where has that come from? That's why there's been innovations when CCTV tech has motion sensing and then they record during the motion. Yeah, that's true. Only record when detecting motion. Which does save a lot. That's usually with the doorbell things, isn't it? Especially. And Ishmael. Do you want me to just say Ishmael? Or do you want me to say, like, the ram part as well? Although knowing me, I'd probably butcher it by trying to say it all in one go. Even though it should just be like Ishmael ram. You guess. Okay. Sounds like I'm saying 3 separate words, but okay. Ishmael ram. Ishmael ram. I'm apparently very quiet when I whisper. Ishmael ram. Ishmael ram. Ishmael ram. Ram, 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 ram. Ishmael 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 ram. And then a simple Ishmael. Because I usually just say Ishmael. Oh, I'm glad. And thank you for the headpats. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. been a while. It's been a while. Was the rain sticking it to the rain. Mwahaha. The Ponten, the Ponten, the Japanese epic. And the fluff, it still is living. I'm very surprised that this fluff survives as well as it does. Annie, hello, welcome in, and thank you for the watch streak. Oh, thank you kindly. Such 3, yay. But hello, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Busy day, long day, towards the end, with work. But otherwise I'm good and hungry. So yes, but I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm glad you're doing okay. go. All nice and clean. Good old Ponton. Now he barks. Very delayed demon. You like in the apex, were you? Lobotomy. That word always sounds so strange. It always sounds strange. True. It's always amusing when a bit of the fluff actually comes flying out of the ear, because obviously I was scrubbing with the brush. set of ears have been cleaned. But hello, Doug. Hello. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I wonder what it's like to have the ears cleaned with, like, an ear pick, because I dare not do that myself. How do? I do okay. I do well. I am good. A slightly stressful day, but I am well. Thank you. How are you doing? How has today been so far? I see. I think mine was kind of like that, and then for like, as it was getting towards the end of my shift, like there was an hour of just a lot of me dealing with everything. And when I try to have people help me, I don't know, were just having moments. But for some reason it was collectively, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Your day's been good. It can be nice having a slow and slightly boring day if you haven't had them too often. Like, it makes for a nice break if you've, especially if you've been like busy. It's like, yes, finally, a day of not much happening. Do make myself quite small though. I know most tend to make, obviously, themselves massive. I don't know why I don't. Well, I know, like, it's to see the background, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Because in a lot of ASMR places, usually you'd have, well, the person's model take a bit more of the screen, but I know my tails take a lot. People don't usually have to deal with a gajillion tails. Yeah. It's not like they would disappear if I would zoom in. But I don't know. I feel the tails make up for it, because then I'm also emphasizing my tails as well as me. Don't bite always. I don't know why I didn't pause when there's no those dots. Oh dear. I don't know how much to zoom. To this is about right for me, to be honest. Me keeping my distance. Like, what is it people usually have? Like, how big is too big? Like obviously it wouldn't be that big. I don't think. Like, is it that big? What's a good size? Then again, that's not me sitting up either. That's me sitting up. If my eye isn't the only thing. Ironically, I think you can only like zoom in so far on this. Yeah, like for some reason that's like the most I can zoom in. For some reason. I don't know why. I'm not sure. That's good enough. Hello. This would be this would equate to like what, standing right in front of a person? Most people tend not to do that now. That's fairly close. Technically you can still see my tails. Those things. Oh well. Such a side ponytail. You'd faint if a pretty person came that close to your face. If someone came this close to me, regardless of how they looked, I'd probably be like, why are you coming close to me? Like, can you maintain my personal distance? I don't know, it depends how well I know the person. If I'm comfortable with the person, then I don't have issues standing next to them, or depending on if I'm like in a jokey mood, maybe I'll like invade personal space. But yeah, for the most part I stay away. Personal space is important. That's why I say I only tend to invade it if it's with people I know would be comfortable with it, and I know them, and I get on in such a way, then I don't mind it. But yeah, usually I'm like, you know, normal distance apart when talking to someone. Depends. Do you get flustered with pretty people then, Annie? Fair enough. If there's a flirty vibe between the two of you, then you wouldn't mind it as much. Ah, you giggle when you get flustered. That's cute. I've met someone in the past that giggled when they would get flustered. It was quite funny though, because they had a unique laugh, so the giggling made it. But it was unique in a good way. But it was just like amusing. You don't think you can maintain eye contact? I mean, you don't always have to maintain like constant eye contact. You can just like look whenever you fancy looking, and then, you know, look away to something or what have you. Again, that depends on how comfortable I am with the person. But I know if eye contact makes someone uncomfortable, even with someone they're close with, I will, like, you know, look around and do stuff while I'm talking and look at them now and again to not make them uncomfortable, because I have someone like that at work. If Fuji was in the same room as you, you'd giggle till you faint. Ah. Go Fuji, go! Have to get ready for the day ahead. Okie dokie Toby! Thank you for being here. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Stay safe, keep your liquids up. I will see you when I next see you. Destroy all the things. This is very weird being so big. I forget where my menu thing is. Oh, it's there. There we go. I hear fireworks in the distance. Early? Depends on the people, but not currently. It's like, it's dark outside. It's pretty dark, like nighttime. So, you'd see the fireworks pretty easily. But I know a lot of people have pets around here, so there's usually not too many. I sat up. I sat up, crouched back down. Oh, event-wise? Nah, they're personal use fireworks. Things that people do in their backyard. I don't think there's any events around here. Used to be in my old place. You could hear them in the distance. But this place, I don't think there's anywhere near that does an event. But the most people get seem to be like very noisy fireworks. And honestly, I'm happy with just like a sparkler. I like sparklers. Also, I just realised how this makes me look. Oh dear. I am wearing things. Hang on. God damn it, it's so low. There, that'll do. Yep. Sparklers are fun. And I like those, I forget what they're called. You light them near the ground, and then they spin in a crazy circle. I don't know what they're called. But I like those as well. But mainly it's just sparklers. You know, trying your best to have it last for as long as possible. Someone's going crazy. I'm so big. I've been maybe this is why I stay zoomed out. Or I can just like meh. I haven't done sparklers since I was a kid, though. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I've done fireworks since I was a kid. It's been a long time. Many of the things have been a long time. Like, I haven't, like, had fireworks or festival-like things since I was a kid, and I haven't been away into a different country since I was a kid. I'm surprised though to hear fireworks today. Many don't usually bother with Guy Fawkes Day. Then again, this country, ironically, has started becoming a bit more patriotic. And no one's really liking the government, really, at the moment. So, I suppose maybe it makes sense. Itch. My shoulder and neck is itchy. Oh, no. Just thought of something funny. You know how in, what was it, Nico? Where, just how the combat works in the game, where usually, I guess they'd be crouched, but you see it from the front, and then when they go and attack, then there's the back shot. Or the behind shot. Like, technically, that would be viable for VTubers as well. It means more work, but it's technically possible. It's not a bad idea, though. Obviously not in those stances. But, you know, it'd be cool to have a back position. I'm cooking ideas. I might do that for my mail, to be fair. Have a frontal and a back, and drive people insane. Mainly the artists. Well, not necessarily sus. I just was using it as a reference. But it'd be nice to have that. So when I go to do my male half, then yeah, I'll try and have that in mind and be like, yes, design me how I look from the front and design me how I look from the back. Bombs. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. They remind me of something when the fireworks that pop so quickly. Like I've seen some stances where people have like back shots, but they're usually like limited time. And I've never seen anyone with it. Probably because it's situational, like why would you have a back shot? There was a thing actually. You missed a sus convo? No, it wasn't sus. I was just saying it'd be interesting to have like a back shot with a VTuber as well as its front. Because I was bringing up Nike as an example, because that's the only time I can figure when you see the front and the back. Because while I don't play it, pretty artwork. Do models usually have the back? Not usually. In references, you usually see what it looks like behind for a character. But that's only in references. That's just so, like, they know how things are sitting from behind, I guess. But it's not usually ever shown. But I have seen it where people have done like back shots, but it was like a limited time thing. But I was thinking eventually, whenever I go to get my male half done, that maybe he can have a back shot instead as well. Not necessarily my female model. Dear God, I don't think they'd be able to, or like my current artist, I don't think they'd be able to do a back one. What? It's not a bad idea. That way, like, if things are being watched, I can just have the back version, and it makes it look like I'll be watching as well. Yeah. Well, when we'd be watching things, yeah. Because, well, wouldn't it seem kind of odd that I'm basically like watching something with everybody, but I'm looking at everyone instead? I guess. It wouldn't be with my female one though. It'd be with my male one. Or does it not matter what it would be with? Well, I mean... No, not yet. It's more of like I plan to eventually have a male half as well. Because lore-wise, this isn't my body, obviously. What gave it away? But lore-wise, this isn't my body and I'm looking after it. Because things happened. So my male half would be getting or having my own body again. It fits me nicely. Well, thank you. Apparently the face works well with me. Yeah. Which is nice. But I do like to alternate. Like, it's the same in games as well. I do like to alternate between the two. And I am a Ninetales, so being able to transform would also work if I wanted to do it that way. So, yeah, it's just having more options available, I guess. Makes you want to play League? Good old League. Let me zoom. Let me zoom. Zoom! Zoom! Oh, that's about as work. It'll do. No. Behave. No. Thank you. I don't know. Why am I blocking myself? I don't know. I behave well. It's okay. It does get tempting to be funny sometimes though. And technically, considering I'm a fox, I didn't go with the traditional, you know, fox eyes. I went with more, is this more human? I don't know. Oh. Yes, I was telling you to behave, yes. Of course. Exactly that. Small human eyes? With the... Oh right, because foxes would have large eyes. Yeah, those, and the way the pupils are and stuff. You know, instead of having like, I don't even know what that type of... Is it the pupil or the iris? It's the pupil, isn't it? Well, you know what I mean. Instead of like the long line. I don't know what they call it. It's I know, I can't remember the... I think it's the pupil. The pupil is the little dotty bit. And the iris is usually the bit outside around. No. Oh my god, I can't remember. Yeah, like cat's eye, but a fox. Ah, okay, so it was that way. Thank you. Thank you, Sal. Couldn't quite remember. Yes. You studied the structure of the eye 50 times. It's okay. It is of a moment. Yes. Thank you. I just need to try and burn that into my brain to remember. So yeah. Oh yeah, because when they say your pupils dilate, blah blah blah, all that, yeah, that makes sense now. Yes, so, pupils. I still like my eyes though. They're nice. Fidget my eyes. I'm looking left and right slightly, that's why. But I know the kind of things I like. Like, I wouldn't have the kind where they're very bouncy when you open them. Because I get it, like the eyes do that, but you don't usually notice it. And not aggressively, like you see on how it be for some people. And nothing wrong if people like that, I get it. It's a very bouncy thing, and you know, people like to see the eyes go boink, boink. Like maybe it pushes a button for them of fun time. But not my cup of tea. I do like the red eyeliner, though. It is eyeliner, isn't it? For some reason I keep thinking it has a different name if it's at the top of the eyelid or the bottom. But I'm pretty sure it's just eyeliner. Ah! Great googly moogly that came out of nowhere. Googly. Great googly. They came out of nowhere. Ah, okay, so it's just if it's close to the eye. Okie dokie. Along the eye, is that eyeliner? Well, they've broken up like that. I'd probably try and say something like eyeline R. Eyeline R. Or R. Oh, it's to make it sound fancy. Oh, so you just call it eyeline? I always thought it was eyeliner. It's very strange. I'm not used to taking a lot of the screen. Oh, it is eyeliner. Okay. A maker, a builder, an eyeliner. I'm being confused. No! Don't confuse me. Hey Tom, welcome in. I'm just saying welcome in, goodness gracious. I'm not saying whack 'em. There's what the ponton. Clicky cookie. What was I gonna do? Actually, there is a way to make myself bigger. Was it moving away or moving closer? Closer does nothing. I think this works on the inverse. It does! If I get further away, I get bigger. How does that make sense? Do I have a head pad to redeem? I do? It's always existed. I'm pretty sure it's just called headpads. Yeah. It is. It's like the cheapest thing in there. Oh, reverse headpads. Reverse headpads? My brain. My brain. It's having many moments. Isn't that just rubbing? As in like the ears? I can't remember what reverse forms were. Save my soul. Oh! You mean so people can head pat others? Oh. Like a command? Oh, so it is. Oh, it is a trigger. Okay. Oh, that technically needs something smoother. Because I can't just put a form of fabric over, because that doesn't do anything. Or I never knew the type of sound that like what sounds like a reverse head pat. It works. Yeah, I never knew what caused the sounds for it, so. The ear scratchies. Hey Rain, welcome in. Hello. Come here. Oh, that's weird being big. That looks weird. There you go. Yeah. It's okay. It's been a day. A tiring one. But I'm doing well, thank you. I hope you're doing good. for the follow. Thank you kindly. And hey Goose. Welcome in. You drank some? A little bit? Yay. Did you enjoy it? Good to see you too. Sour. Oh. I see, I see. Well, I'm glad it was just got to brush the cork. There we go. I'm glad you had something. Oh, now I'm too low. Whoa. The alternating between sitting low and sitting up. But I'm glad you had a thing, which is always nice to have some yogurt. Well, I'm not used to being large. It's weird. Oh. Come here. It's a bit odd with the hand. I know roughly the type of sound it would be, but I don't think I have anything like that. This is where I need to get a wig. Whack it on the mic and there you go. Then I can just brush the hair. Or I need something that's at least like hair texture. Because then I'm sure if I was to like brush that, it would have a similar sound. Yeah, whack it on the mic and then just brush the hair. Then potentially I could brush the hair as well, and if it ends up sounding nice. Ruffle, ruffle. I mean, what is this? What's left of this? Sounds weird. What's left of this thing? Not quite. See, this would be nice if I could just use my own hair. But somehow I don't think it will sound very good. Where is my hair anyway? Yeah. If I only. Podgy. Podgy. I can't win. I can't win with where I sit. This is very close. Where's a good place? Up. Yeah, it'll do. That's about right, actually. I think. Good God. No. Be food. Alright, hang on. You're gonna miss warmth? Warmth? What warmth are you getting from me? Although, am I warm? Yeah, actually, I am. I am fairly warm. I think. Yeah. I wish you could keep zooming in until placebo? Oh no. My room is just naturally warm. Because electronics. Oh. Blah 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 blah. Hang on. If only that's how it worked with a form of, you know, transference. Besides, the way this works, hang on. For some reason, the way this works is if I go away, I get bigger. Of course it's gonna look at that, but if I'm like way back over here, I'm Mahusi. Ignore that though. I'm getting back down. Oh. I don't know why it does the inverse though. If I turn V-Bridger off, it works as it's supposed to. V-Bridger seems to invert it. But if I turn it off, then when I get closer, it actually gets closer. But with it on, yeah, if I go to sit back, then I don't know. It goes the other way. Sense is the way. Besides, there's better warmth, like, I don't know, hugs. Hugs are easy. How? See? Have a hug. All the hugs. Besides, I'm pretty sure in like most places, not that it matters because it's a per stream basis, but I don't know. I have no idea of the actual distance, but I do usually have myself quite small. But I think that's maybe just because not to really get in people's way, despite the fact that people are here because of me, so, I don't know. I need like squidgy things. Like, I can't find any that work. Wolf? Tail? Wolf? No? I don't believe so. Are you okay, Annie? Annie. Oh. I mean, fair enough. Such is the way. We very easily usually can hear like something of a word and then we're like, oh, I thought you said my name. Annie is indeed not okay. Annie? Annie? Oh! lost so easily. That is true. My brain barely works after work. Although, to be fair, when people say jokes, I usually don't pick up on the joke, and people then have to explain it. But then I find it amusing because people had to explain the joke, which I know usually kills the joke. But for me, I like that. I find it funny. It's amusing when people have to explain it. I like it. It's not intentional to like ruin a person's joke. It's just it ends up needing usually to be explained to me. But then I like it because someone took the time to, explain their joke, even though it's like destroying it. So it's like very appreciated and it's sweet because it's like you've had to destroy your joke in order to fill me in. And Fuji as well has it. Having the jokes explained. I'm very bad at picking up jokes though. I don't notice. Like, unless it's told in an obvious, weird way, or it's painfully obvious, like it's a joke, like, dad jokes, usually, or, I guess bad jokes, then, yeah. I find the more someone tries to be clever with a joke, which makes sense, the more it has to be explained to me and the more I enjoy it. It's nice. I appreciate when people explain their jokes. That's okay. I'll hopefully like pick up on things as time goes on. I do seem to be worse when I stream for some reason. Class it as a debuff for streaming. The streamer's debuff. But I pick up on things eventually. I horribly learn through repetition, which I know most do, but it really is through repetition. There's no other way. Although then again, if you say something where it makes me question things, I can end up just being like, guessing that you're meaning it in a certain way, and then I can just be like, blah blah blah, and then it'd be like a yes or no. Where's the thingy, my puppy? It's probably that one. Probably. The tongue drum? Of course you go through it. I swear. People redeem it and then go, "What's this?" It's an instrument. It makes those kind of sounds. But the shape of the top bit is shaped like a tongue. So that's why it's called a tongue drum. Although this is a pocket one. I really should name it like pocket tongue. That sounds wrong. But pocket tongue. I just need to mute that. The pocket tongue. I like calling it that. What an amusing thing. Oh yeah, I remember what word with this before. Where is it? It was... Wow. Oh. Yes. Echo. Wazil. But yes, the thing before was the tongue drum. I just need to grab the proper big one, where there's many more notes and you can actually play things with it. I just have the tiny pocket one. You want to sleep so bad? But if you sleep now, you're actually gonna... I see. Well, luckily, I don't necessarily make it like a personal mission to get people to doze off. Like, if they fall asleep, then yay. But I don't want to screw up people's sleep pattern either. Oh no. Well, kinda. Like, she's been getting some good rest. As I hope you have been getting some good rest. It's good to get some nice sleep, especially when you want to be able to sleep. Like, if it weren't for my work, then I would be a night person, and I'd be up into the night and into the early morning, because that's what always happened. It's getting more frequent with nights. You can't relax enough to fall asleep. Sorry. Never nice when that happens. Nothing like plaguing your mind, is there? I hope. Because sometimes you just end up having like, not necessarily a week long of it, but like you just have many nights of either ass sleep or just not really sleep. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to get some good sleep soon. Hopefully the brain will just be like, yo, we ain't had any proper sleep. I demand that we have some sleep. And then the body has to listen, because what else is it gonna do? So hopefully it kicks in, or in a sense kicks out, to let you get some rest. I have a lot of Swede, I think. There's definitely carrots in there. Generally, my sleep's usually okay. Probably because I'm always so knackered all the time. um, but, yeah, very rarely does it feel like I've gotten good rest. It was actually last week, after the outfit reveal on Halloween. For some odd reason, I just had really good sleep, despite the fact that I went to bed like late, because it was like 5 in the morning. Woof, why is he barking? Lord knows. No, that was from the into the weekend. And then the Saturday was 6. But regardless, yeah. That was the weekend. God blimey, I wouldn't go to bed. I wouldn't even be going to bed at 5 during the weekday, because that's when I wake up for work. Like, I need some rest. I'd be knackered. Well, beyond knackered. I wouldn't have had any rest. I've done that before. I've had it where I didn't sleep and then I had work. Sweet mercy, I couldn't do work. I just couldn't focus on it. I'd been awake for over a day, and then I was trying to work and it just wasn't, well, working. My voice, I'm glad you find it soothing. It's a bit all over the place, but yeah, it's not too shabby, as they say. I do remember trying to work though, when I had no rest. It was I remember just like hiding away and just sort of sitting there for a bit because I was like, I can't focus. My voice is very soothing. Well, thank you, Rain. I'm glad people find it soothing. I do actually have my casserole, but there's potato and there's cabbage, and I don't want it to go cold. Those are one of the few things I don't like going cold. Or maybe just potatoes are a weird one. But definitely, cabbage is okay. Bugger, what was I going to do? Oh yes. Pochi. Hot food is good. That is true. It certainly is nice. It is definitely a nice thing to have. But there's like around about 20 minutes left, and it's been sitting there. It still has a bit of heat. It's okay. This is like, depending on what you're wanting to show. Please eat warm food. But stream. Hi, denominator. Welcome in. Oh yeah, I think the size varies too, like, depending on whether or not you end up showing your waist, I guess. Which makes sense. Wow. I looked down and it was like actually it goes a bit more mental when I can't control it. My good old tongue. And it's Thursday tomorrow. Definitely expect me to have less energy. Unless, you know, I get in a good mood to talk about something. In which case, it can send me off sometimes, but for the most part, I'm probably going to be tired. As if I'm not already tired. Oh well. Woof. Such woofs. I don't blame him. It's the fireworks, he can't help it. Bless him. Bless him. Yeah, it's Guy Fawkes Day. Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder plot and treason. It sets dogs off galore. So, yeah. Yeah. All he was trying to do was overthrow the government. People remember it as blowing up of Big Ben. Well, you know, the attempt at blowing up Big Ben. But Big Ben is attached to the Parliament building. So, yeah. I do wonder what would have happened if he succeeded. I mean, obviously the government would have collapsed, but yeah. I wonder what else. But some bugger from somewhere is launching a firework barrage, which is obviously setting off the young one. He's not used to fireworks. I'm just surprised that there's fireworks today. Nobody ever bothers with Guy Fawkes. Kinda nice. Well, that's gonna keep happening. Well, even if that does end within the next few minutes, I still can't do much about fireworks, so I may just look for someone to raid. I can't do much about the fireworks. Maybe if I complain enough, it will go away. Power of British complaining. Why? The annoying thing is, there's not even anything in the sky. Like, there's no colourful display. It's literally just the sound. That's it. Why bother? Why? If you're gonna do fireworks, at least do it properly. Insanity. Kaboom. Kaboom, kaboom. What is with today? Like, yesterday? Yesterday, it was like everybody was doing ASMR, and I had no one to like... Very few gaming streams, and now today it's like the reverse. There's way more gaming streams, and the odd few ASMRs. It's like, what's going on? Oh. I mean, Peak keeps having updates, which is good, but yeah. Quite a few are playing Peak, that is for sure. Where to send people? Because all people are gonna hear is the fireworks for a long while. And the doggo. I'm getting there, Fuji. They unusual of me taking 20 years. Pop. Because it is still fairly early. Hey, Shoshumi. Actually, this helps me. This helps me understand. Boss, hello. I was about to go raid. As it's near my time anyway. And fireworks keep going off, so I can't do much about them. Although they've eased up slightly. Well, yeah. Ah, so too few. Okay. Snap, crackle, pop. Yep, this is literally a reverse of yesterday. uh, See, I don't know whether to say this is like Riza or Riza, depending on which vocabulary I go to use. Holy balls. Okay, well let's see if we can even raid. No, we can't. Okay, I have too few everywhere. Well, I can't raid anywhere then. Thank you for the follow. Thank you kindly. I will probably just end the stream then. As it is a bit of an auto... What? Oh! That was close to that fish. Reloads things. Actually, I can click the same category. I'm an empty. Okie dokie. Go. Oh, I see. Sorry. Throw people everywhere. As always. Snap, crackle, pop. Snap, crackle, pop. Oh. Well, yes, first raid message as if you're subbed. Second one with hearts as if you're not. And Very festive. I guess so. That's my YouTube. My Discord's there as well. Yeah, I gotta eat first, but yeah. I'll end up doing that. Thank you as well, Rain. Thank you everybody for being here. And thank you for the follows. I appreciate everyone stopping in, saying hello. Yes, yes. Sausage casserole is what it is with things, because my brain doesn't want to work. It keeps saying lettuce, and I'm like, it's not lettuce. Thank you to Fuji. But take care, everybody. Bye bye. I'll be streaming tomorrow. Bye.